And we're back. Hello everyone. So, it's time for the first Zhang mission, Friends in Low Places. I'm taking out basically the B team and the C team, but led by the A team. So it's the ABC team. Easy as 1, 2, 3 team. And after that pun that I hated, and I'm the one that said it, let's just get into it. Also, apologies in advance if you hear anything weird. I don't know what my hallmates are doing. Something.
Strike one. Prepare for landing. We're heading into China for the next operation.
Yep. Thank you, Brad, for the very good briefing.
You must be my contacts. No one who fears reprisal would make an entrance like that. Not so different from killing a man. It won't take long for them to realize I'm missing, especially since I've got this thing with me. If you take me with you, it's all yours.
That's our man. And it looks like he's got the package with him. We'll need to get him back to the extraction point in one piece. His former employers, not to mention the invaders, will be looking for him. New objective received.
I love that cutscene. I love Zhang in general. Zhang's really cool. But I don't get it. Firstly, look, the fucking sectoid corpse has disappeared. Secondly, he threw away a perfectly good pistol, which would be very helpful to have. Because, you know, we need all the fucking weapons we can get against an alien invasion. And C, when he gets back, he gets promoted into a heavy, the only class in the game that can't use a pistol. Like, what? It always annoys me. But I like Zhang, so, you know. And this is why I gave Yvonne the arc thrower, because she can move.
On my way. Heading to that location.
Zhang can stay on the more heavily guarded side.
I'm not sure where my boss got this thing, but he was taking offers from a variety of bidders, regardless of their intentions.
Funnily enough, VIPs don't get hunker down, they get heads down, which is slightly weaker, because as far as I can remember, it's basically the hunker down we have in XCOM 2, which gives a fixed amount of defense.
Stay alert, Strike One. You've got hostile forces about to hit your position.
Yeah, okay, everyone's going to Overwatch on that first guy. Yep, there they all go. Yeah, he's dead. Guys, he's dead. This is why I use a sequential Overwatch mod in my own casual playthroughs, because it makes so much more sense. Now, you didn't notice it, but this guy has gone on to Overwatch. And unfortunately, this is why kind of why I wanted to bring someone with lightning reflexes, because we do not have anyone with lightning reflexes. We'll light him up with Torres, get the hollow targeting applied. And now our rookie has pretty good aim. She got her promo, very nice.
The job itself seemed trivial, delivering equipment to a predetermined drop point.
I love you, man, Zhang, you're awesome, but shut the fuck up. Please. We are, but unfortunately we do want to advance sort of down one path rather than try and spread ourselves across both, especially with any ballistic weapons. It's not the best intent. It's not the best situation to be in. Oh, fun fact, unlike in XCOM 2, you don't need a special skill for Overwatch to trigger at squad sight. By default, having squad sight means that everything you do triggers at squad sight.
Once I saw this device, I began to fear the implications of our involvement.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know it's not quite the same as Hunker Down. Also, from what I remember, the drop-ins on this mission are like the drop-ins on Portons. You remember when the last time we had to escort a VIP? Yeah. The aliens will only drop in as we advance the VIP. So if we keep Zhang sitting back here, I believe it will stop most of the drop-ins. I think they will still send. I think there still is a timed drop-in, but it's fine. Zhang's getting an all-female escort. Ain't he lucky? Dur. I'm very funny. Now, from memory, there is still a pod on the map. I think there's somewhere back here. It's hard for me to remember, and that might just be on some of the higher difficulties, as I say. Ironically, I know less about the missions now that I'm playing on a lower difficulty. Come here, Zhang.
I've crossed many lines during my life, but now we all face a common enemy.
He seems so cool, and then they brought back Peter Van Dorn as a fucking XCOM hero. Who's Peter Van Dorn? Exactly. That's big rush. Not so different from killing a man. Yep, there you go. One pod of one Finman. Fortunately, the fucker is legged. Thankfully, we do have sights on. Yeah, snipers are so fucking balanced. See what I mean? So balanced, dude. I didn't want, in case you're wondering, I didn't want to fire with Brown because I wanted to keep a rocket as the last resort option so that we could, if needed, blow him up. But I mean, we didn't need to, so it's fine.
Solid copy.
Oh yes, one of the reasons squad sight is so broken in in this one is that you don't get an aim penalty at long squad sight ranges. You will in fact get an aim bonus, if I remember rightly.
On the move.
I know, you'd think I'd have said this in some of the other missions that we've had her on, because she's a lieutenant, but this is the only time it's really been, you know, applicable, I suppose.
Heads up.
There we are. Oh, it's the intermittent contact.
It's something
Chrysalid.
different from the others.
Unfortunately, our arc thrower won't be very useful. Also, this guy's just very dead. Literally every Overwatch we had hit that, so you know that was nice. Now then, everyone get your reloads in if you need it. If you've got below half ammo, I need you all to be able to take 2 shots. You can take 2 shots. You can take 2 shots. You can take 2 shots. Zhang, you can come way the fuck back over here. We don't want to advance
Reports of heavy X-ray activity in that area. Enemy
because of
forces are
this
likely
thing.
closing on your location.
Missed the target.
Bang. Yep, there it is. Good shot. Come on then, big boy. Nah, shit.
Damn it! Enemy is still alive.
Yvonne. Yvonne. There's another one jumping right next to us. You absolute fucker. Thankfully she's got the med kit. He dropped on the person with the med kit, which is good in this instance. Because he could, if he explodes and his corpse doesn't get knocked far enough backwards, he'd explode into a cloud of poison on top of him. He's still alive. We rolled minimum. See, you know, when I said that I wish Zhang still had a pistol? Yeah, this is why. Not the time.
No way that just happened.
I'm afraid it just did. Ah. Thank you. Someone knows how to shoot. Even you can't miss this one, Yvonne.
Target disabled.
I didn't notice that Lady Grey couldn't see. Oh, look, Yvonne, I don't want to say this is your fault, but when you missed that point blank shot, you really had it coming for you. Yeah, Zhang, I'm just going to fall you back further in case the chrysalid decides it wants to taste some Chinese. I think it'll probably just go for Yvonne. It's not that intelligent. She'll live. But it's not a very nice existence, I would imagine. Well, our rookie already has a promotion. So let's go and promote it. Or let's try and get the kill with Miss Bernard. Wait, I can't because I need to heal her, otherwise the chrysalid poison's going to chew through her.
Rock tap bang.
And you can't capture chrysalids, in case you're wondering. Just finish it.
No longer a threat.
ET pacified. Heal you up.
Ça va faire un peu mal.
This is why I'm glad I got Carapace, because I'm a fucking idiot.
Aye, Commander.
This exact reason. The fact that that didn't need to happen. I was trying to save it so that I could have Lady Grey as the savior, so that if something happened, she could, you know, bail out the squad.
We're green to go.
But she couldn't bail the squad out from the chrysalid because she couldn't see it, which totally makes sense. I should have thought about it. She was there and the chrysalid was here. These gravestones are in the way. Still, that blows.
I'm rolling.
We'll move this way so that she'll have slightly better sight lines. We'll probably want to move her up to here next turn so she can see all the way down here.
Good to go.
We can advance slowly, but I don't really want you still actually have some of the highest health, but I don't really want you in the lead anymore, Yvonne. You can be at more mid-range.
Roger that. I'm on the move.
Good. No contacts. Move on.
Aye, aye, Commander. J'y vais tout de suite.
Nothing else so far. They will be dropping some more in soon.
Voy hacia ese lugar. Okay. I'm on the move.
Sorry, I really like the enemy within soundtrack. No more drop-ins. Fine by me. You don't want to give me drop-ins? I'll take them.
Headed there now.
I think here is probably the best position I'm going to get, so I'm willing to double move for that. And then we'll just hold position for a turn. Alright, good.
Je bouge.
Keep moving.
Roger that.
Now I look at this, sightline might not be as good as I'm hoping it will be, but she should be pretty good.
Ya voy. I'm rolling.
Heads up, boys and girls.
There we are.
Intel suggests hostiles are headed right for you.
Bradford, you sexist. There's only one guy on this mission. He's probably not even plugged into our comms. He's pretty dead. Oh yeah, he was very dead. Oh, come on, Brown. Ah, that's a shame.
Negative damage.
Right, he's too far away for us to try and attempt to capture as much as I'd want another plasma pistol. Yeah. Yvonne, light him up. See, this is why holo targeting is good. Even though Yvonne has low percentage shots, it's still fine to take them. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat.
Damn it! Enemy is still alive.
It's okay, Abigail. That was very intense. It's okay. Just want to check. Remind me what Wolf Survive does. It's just in cover, not in high cover. Okay, cool. That's unfortunate. I forgot about disabling shot. Oh, I'm a buffoon. Oh, we totally could go in for the capture if I just remembered this. Right, well, what we'll do is we'll Overwatch. No, we're not going to Overwatch there because Sectoids aren't stupid enough to not take a shot.
Moving out.
I forgot it was on Overwatch. Oh, God. Gee, I wonder why I have such trouble with impossible difficulty. Maybe forgetting basic game details like drop-ins go on Overwatch. Okay, we're hoping to keep him pinned with Overwatchers. Yes, there you go. He's having a bit of a hard time comprehending what the fuck to do. So then we're going to disabling shot. Yeah. To hopefully hit and take out his weapon. Disabling shot is the best ability because the fire animations are broken as all hell. And now we're gonna haul Yvonne all the way up there. How was he taken? Game, his weapon is disabled. Game. I'm gonna let this play out. Now I want you all to know that is a bug. Okay? I want you to all understand very clearly that is a bug. This unit's weapon was disabled and is currently out of ammo. Okay? He does not have ammo. And more to the point, he should not be able to take 2 weapon shots like that. Or 2 Overwatch shots like that. That's not a thing any enemy unit can do that's not a Sectopod. And they can't take multiple Overwatch shots. So I am absolutely justified in this instance to reload our last autosave and just kill this bastard. I will happily take the injury we took here because it is deserved because I am an idiot and forgot that they were on Overwatch. But that injury there, Yvonne running into an enemy that should have been disabled, that I will not accept. Damn. Yvonne gives no shits. This woman ain't having no more. You're bullshit.
Reloaded.
Right, tap, bang. Hope you come, Zhang. Hopefully we'll be able to dash you in next time. Not quite.
Position confirmed.
In case anything does decide it wants to drop in at the last minute. We'll
Moving
give him a nice warm greeting. Except Therese, because she's currently out of ammo. Yeah, there we go. And now Zhang can safely sprint into evac.
I am alive. But the life I had is gone now. Funny that my life should take such an unexpected path. Turning my back on old friends to defeat a common enemy.
The device and our contact are secure. Get back to HQ for debriefing.
Operation Crystal Fear was a resounding success as the camera slowly does that. Alright, sure. 8 aliens killed, no operatives lost, although nearly due to glitches. Which, look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up. It is genuinely a glitch. I do realise something actually that I did stupidly there. So sectoids use pistols. Pistols can't be disabled. They can't run out of ammo. It's physically impossible to run out of ammo on a pistol. So so if the one Overwatch shot he took was fair, but the second one he took was actually bullshit. So I'm still justified in reloading. I only reload for glitches. Okay, I'm not fucking saves coming. I had to make that clear. I'm very sorry. So we have covering fire. Reaction shots trigger on enemy attacks and not just movement. So you can overwatch and an enemy can shoot, and you'll shoot them first essentially. Or smoke and mirrors. 2 more smoke grenades basically. Now this is all right if you have other Overwatch perks to back it up. Like if she gets opportunist and sentinel further in her tree, I'm going to be really upset that I didn't pick this. But as it is, with no further knowledge of her tree, I can't afford to bank on getting 1 or 2 other skills in her tree. There's a lot of skills I could get. So I'm instead going to go with smoke and mirrors, which is consistently good. It's a good skill. It's one I pick up myself quite a lot. Yvonne gets either shredder rocket, so a special rocket that causes enemies to take increased damage. It does a little less damage itself than, yeah, as it says. The rocket's blast is weaker than a normal rocket. Or tactical sensed, +5 defense per enemy in sight. I think someone else has this, I can't remember who. But anyway, as we can see, despite the fact she's now a sergeant, her aim is still god awful. So we'll go with shredder rocket so she doesn't have to aim. And Ms. Mulder, evidently impressed by Yvonne and Abigail's performance, decided to become another heavy. Very, very good to have you on the roster. I don't mind this. Yeah, that's right. We got Zhang, as well as our other rewards.
Remember, we will be watching.
Thank you, scary councilman. Let's go have a look at Zhang. Yes, here he is, Lieutenant. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I will butcher it and it will make me sound incredibly horrible. So I'm just going to call him Zhang Shilong, which I believe is, I think it was a dragon of some sort, from what I remember. I can't remember, it's been a while since I looked it up. I'm looking at his skill tree and it looks beautiful. Okay, this here we've got Sprinter, which is just basically bonus mobility, and Battle Scanner. And as I discussed with, I think it was Owens who had it last, Battle Scanner is okay, but it's really inconsistent. It can be really buggy, unlike in XCOM 2. That's one of the things they did better. So I'm just going to take Sprinter. The bonus mobility is very helpful. Then we've got Shredder, as we just saw on Yvonne, or Bullet Swarm, which is a skill you normally get at Corporal on heavies alongside holo targeting. But it's still good enough here. Primary shot or standard shots with the primary weapon no longer end the turn if taken as the first action, which is pretty good. Ching. And then low profile, again on a heavy. How does a heavy even get low profile? Beyond me. Or close combat specialist. Confer a reaction shot against any enemy who closes to within 4 tiles. And special note there, does not require overwatch. That's right, that is just 3 shots at anything that gets close enough for you to blast it. Now, admittedly, with the LMG's limited ammo reserves, that's not the best. But I think you can see when combined with something like Sprinter that allows him to get closer, or Bullet Swarm that allows him to stay still and fire twice, Close Combat Specialist is just very good. Zhang, your skill set is incredible. Low profile is good, as I've said. Low cover counting as full cover is always really good. But in this instance, Close Combat Specialist beats it to me. Heavies and assaults are probably the best people to get Close Combat Specialist. Obviously, you don't want it on a sniper, and supports don't really have the damage for it. So I'm very happy with Zhang's skill set. He got a good skill set. He's definitely going to become like a main guy. And as you can see, our roster's actually filling out quite well. Although our other sergeants are currently still out. We now have 3 sergeants, 5 lieutenants, 3 squaddies, and 2 rookies. And while we have the money from the council, I'm very tempted to get this so that we can get our soldiers back in more. But for now, I really want this. So soldiers receive a larger will bonus each time they are promoted. Because will works a little differently than it does in XCOM 2. Whereas in XCOM 2 it was, well, in the base game it was practically useless. But in War of the Chosen, it basically determines how many missions a soldier can go out on. In this, you get your will increases after each promotion. This makes it increase more, and will is important for resisting panic, all psi attacks, and affects your own psi attacks when you get psi soldiers. You'll see what I mean. Oh, excuse me. Unfortunately, we're back down to $15, but you know, sacrifices have to be made. We didn't have any money before this mission, so we basically just got Iron Will for free, which I'll take. Whew.
Commander, we have multiple reports of new abductions in progress. The locations are marked on the hologlobe.
Yeah, I can see that, Bradford. Thank you. Okay, so all of the missions have 2 panic. So it's basically a question of, do we want engineers more, do we want scientists more, or do we want money more? But before we do that, I'm going to check the panic in the rest of the continent. Okay, the good news is, alright, well, we're not going to Canada because up there all of the continents are on 1 or 2 panic, and we already have launched the satellite over there, so we would ideally like to launch more satellites over there at the end of the month. So if their panic goes high, it's, you know, more value. Over here in Australia, they're panicking a bit, and if we leave it, they'll go up to 4-bar panic. Likewise, if we don't go to Brazil, Argentina's going to go up to 4-bar panic. I want to check. It was in China. So scientists or engineers.
The new engineers
14.
this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
You're welcome, Chen. 18. We've got, with the way we're going currently, I think more engineers is helpful. We really need to cut down on the costs of things because, as you can see, we're running on fumes. So the cheaper we can build stuff, the better, really. Especially with, you know, fucking laser beams or fucking laser sights. Unfortunately, it's actually the easier of the missions, but I promise that's not why I'm going to it. Now then, let's clear out the squad. We have, in case you haven't noticed, by the way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 heavies, 4 heavies, 3 supports, 2 assaults, and a sniper. Now, I'm not gonna take out. Let me rephrase that. Now that we've got Iron Will, I'm okay taking out my more heavy hitters again, because I only wanted to not rank them up too much so they could benefit a good amount from Iron Will. So I'm happy to finally have Caesar back where he belongs on this team, and I'm happy to have our scout. I still laugh. I'm happy to have our scout back, but the rest of the team I think is going to be a bit lower leveled. No. I take it back. As much as I love you, Thunder, because you're great, I think we should let Zhang get some spotlight for the, you know, he's got amazing perks. Okay, I just want to use them, and also because, well, a sniper's practically mandatory at this point. We're going to take out our sniper. I really want to take out one of these two again, but as we can see, they're a bit, you know, busy. So we've already got two. Unfortunately, all of our low levels are, you know, people who we've already got high ranks of. We've already got a high ranking support and a mid ranking support. So I'm going to bring out Abigail again. 2 heavies, an assault, a sniper, a support would be nice. So I think I'll bring out Helene again. 3 familiar faces. Well, you know what? If you count Zhang, 4 familiar faces, led by good old Caesar. Now, let's gear him up. I don't know if you've been in Carapace yet, Caesar. I think you have, and I forgot to give you a helmet last time. Obviously, with his Grenadier perk, we really want to keep him with some form of grenades. We could technically give him 2 flashbangs, because Grenadier affects all grenades. But I think in his instance, we're probably better off with frag grenades. There could be an argument made for flashbangs. We'll see what the rest of the squad loadout is like. Zhang, have your Carapace. You've got decent aim. You can take the med kit, I think, because you've got high health. And unfortunately, we don't have anyone who's good with med kits on the mission. You're just an all-rounder, so you've got good aim. So yeah, we'll give you the flashbang. And this, obviously the scope to make the sniper even stronger. Last set of Carapace. I guess the arc thrower goes on you then. Might really like that. You might be wondering, why are you capturing more aliens? You've already captured one of each of the aliens that you can find on missions so far. And to that I say, we can stockpile weapons. The less plasma weapons we have to build, the better. Well, I think on this mission with this team, I'm okay with not bringing one out. Am I okay with that? I think you're going to be, especially with Smoke and Mirrors and Will to Survive, you're going to be mid-range. You're not going to want to be up front with the arc thrower, but likewise I don't think you hucking a flashbang is going to be too great when you've already got smoke grenades. So we'll give you a frag. I really wish I could see mobility. But I tell you what, Zhang has Sprinter, which means he's going to be able to move further. And with his bullet swarm ability, he can do, his actions are not limited. He can do pretty much anything. So I'll give Zhang the arc thrower. We're not going to go for any crazy plays because we can't really risk it. But if that's the case, if we are still bringing the arc thrower out, I would like the flashbang as another non-lethal incapacitation. Because again, we have Lady Grey with her disabling shot and the flashbang, so we should be alright. And now just to quickly, firstly you need to get the proper armor deco for your close range role, and then we need to give you a helmet. I like this. I think that fits quite well. Uses the red death. Zhang needs to be properly customized. You can have the Iron Man colour set. Unfortunately, I can't give him a helmet. I have no idea why he feels like that's a good idea, but you know what? I ain't gonna stop him. He does what he wants. And especially now you're more of a utility unit, you definitely deserve the utility armor. Even though you had it last mission anyway. And there we are. Right? I think that's it. We still are completely broke, but we at least now have the most expensive GTS upgrade out of the way, which is always good. We also have a new soldier in Zhang with an amazing skill tree, and things have just been going pretty well. But I've got one more thing to say. A little bit of a honourable mention, shall we say. I have recently started watching an awesome, amazing long war campaign by a consistent commenter. I'm honest, I have no idea how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try it, but I will link him in the pinned comment down below. And if you guys want to go and watch Long War, which is really cool, the fan-made mod that literally created Parvonus, I think it's Parvonus Studios, Parvonus Interactive, then you should, because it is well worth checking out. It's a very fun mod and a very fun campaign. I'm not fully caught up to it yet, but I'm only 2 episodes in and I can fully recommend it. So, now that I've sold out, everybody have a good one.